Greetings, this is Lefty Chris, and this is video 2 of the GoPlugin community series, where I'll be going in depth on certain sections from my previous GoPlugin node videos. Some individuals may still have a hard time understanding where which address goes, so this video will help clarify some segments. I'll be going over Ether Remix or Zenfin Remix. I'll be going over the apply contract address, the node address, Oracle contract address, OCA for short, the alarm clock job ID, as well as the alarm contract address. One of the first things you'll need to grab is an XDC Pay wallet. Now, I already have an XDC Pay wallet, but let's go through the steps as if you didn't have one. So first, you'll want to click on Manage Extensions. You can either click on the puzzle piece to get to Manage Extensions, or you can click on the three dots. You can go to More Tools, then you can go to Extensions. You'll want to click on the top left. There are three bars. Look all the way down to Open Chrome Web Store. Click on it and then type in XDC Pay. You'll want to click on the very first one and then you'll want to add to Chrome. Once you add to Chrome, you'll need to set up the network. So click on your XDC Pay and then click on the top left. Scroll down, add custom RPC. So our network name can be anything we want. So let's type in XDC main. New RPC URL should be https://erpc.zenfin.network/. And I also have it here so you can actually see it. So we're going to go ahead and put that information in here. The chain should be 50. The currency symbol can be optional. I'm going to choose XDC. And the block explorer is optional, but we're going to go ahead and put it in there anyway. And then click on add. And we should be in that particular network. The next thing we'll want to do is we will want to add apply to our wallet. So assuming that you just received the wallet, we're going to add apply to the wallet. So we need to go to goplugin.co, copy the smart contract address. Then let's go to add token. Let's go and paste add token, and the information is automatically generated. And then we click add. And there we go. Apply is added to our wallet. The node address or the regular address can be found after using step 5 of the setting up a apply node automated script method GitHub page. Assuming that you successfully done steps 1 through 4, at the end of step 5, you should come across this set of information. This information you'll want to record in a safe location. You should receive your regular address here, or if you were to go to your node, so you would copy this section here, paste it into a new tab, and then you'll want to log into your node. You can go to keys, scroll down, and then you should receive your regular address here as well. Now, the purpose of the regular address is to fund your node, as well as if we go to Ethereum Remix, once you have compiled your Solidity code, you change your environment to injected Web3, and then you deploy your GoPlugin contract address, you'll get to deployed contracts where you'll see set fulfillment. You'll want to copy your regular address, paste it into the set fulfillment section. You'll want to put quotations at the front and at the end of your regular address. Put a comma and then type true. And then click set fulfillment. Click submit. Let it wait just a little bit. And then click on the arrow next to debug. And you'll get to your Oracle contract address. The Apply contract address can be found at the top of GoPlugin.co page. You can also find the smart contract address on the deployment page from the documentation page from GoPlugin. If you scroll down and you get to mainnet, this is the same as this address here. The purpose of the smart contract address is to add your token to your wallet. So we can add apply tokens to our wallet by adding the token address. It states that I already have it, so I do not need to do this. You can also use the smart contract address for Remix. Once you compile your Solidity code, you change your environment to injected Web3, so it's connected to my wallet. We will need to deploy the smart contract address. So we're going to paste, and then we're going to change XDC to 0x. We will need to do this to deploy. We will also need to do this for testing. Same exact thing. When we deploy, anytime we deploy, we paste the apply contract address into this portion here, and then we change the XDC to 0x. The Oracle contract address can be found on Ethereum Remix or Zenfin Remix after you deploy your Oracle contract. Once you compile your code, you change your environment to injected Web3, and then you deploy the apply contract address. Remember, change this from XDC to 0x. You'll get to set fulfillment. You'll want to put in your regular address, and then you'll want to add quotations at the beginning and the end, followed by comma, and then type true. Click on set fulfillment, and then you'll get an arrow next to debug. You click on it, and you'll receive 2, which you can copy this portion here. This is your Oracle contract address. Once we copy this, we can go to the GitHub page, go to step 9, go to your VPS, And then you'll want to start with step 9. I've already done it here. Go to number 10, copy, paste it into your VPS, press enter, and then we need to enter the contract address here. So we go back to Ethereum Remix, we copy this portion here, go to our VPS, paste it, press enter, and now we have our alarm clock sample job ID. We will also need the Oracle contract address for testing for line 21. By now, you should be at the end of number 11, where you'll have your Oracle contract address and your alarm clock job ID in your VPS. Now we can go to testing. We are going to test if the Oracle can communicate with plugin and start sharing the data. So we'll want to copy from line 1 all the way to line 51. And then we're going to paste this in Remix. So remember, you'll want to go to contracts and then create a new file. Name it alarm.sol or really anything.sol. And then we need to change line 21 and line 22. Line 21 needs to be our Oracle contract address. So we can copy this here, paste, and then we need the job ID as well. And you can get your job ID in several ways. You can either go back to your VPS and copy it here, or you can go to your node, go to jobs, click on the ID, click on definition, and then under task, you get job spec ID, and you can copy here as well. We're going to go back to ETH Remix. We're going to change line 22 and make sure that your job ID is in between the quotations. So we're going to paste it here. One thing I did forget to mention with the Oracle is you can keep this as OX or you can have it as XDC. So either or, it doesn't matter. So we've changed both the Oracle and job ID. We're going to compile, make sure it's 0.4.24, compile. You're going to get a warning that's okay. Let's change the environment to injected Web3. The account, make sure your account lines up with your XDC Pay account. We're going to deploy. So we need to go back to GoPlugin.co. We need to copy the smart contract address. Then we need to paste. Remember, we need to change the XDC to 0x. And then click deploy. Click submit. And then under deployed contracts, we have our alarm clock sample. We need to copy the alarm clock sample contract address. So we're going to copy it here. We're going to go into our XDC and we're going to send 0.03 or 0.3, sorry, apply to the alarm clock address. So click Next, click Submit. Let's wait a few seconds. We're going to type the number 2 into Request Alarm. Click on it, click Submit. Now, we see that we have a green check here. Let's go back to GoPlugin node, click on the home page, and we have a job. We have a run. We can click on it, and right now it says pending outgoing confirmations, but we know we did everything correctly. We just have to wait until this says completed. Then you'll be able to go to number 12, submit your node for approval.